Good morning, Rodney. This is Braden from Pacific Toyota in Cairns. Hey, thank you so much again for your inquiry on our beautiful 2018 Subaru Outback, the 2.5 litre I Premium. Sitting here in front of me for only $25,990 drive away, touch over 94,000 kilometres. Mate, this thing is an absolute glamour. Whole idea of this video, like I was saying, I just want to take you through in as much detail as I can. It's a single owner, full Subaru service history. Funnily enough, from down in Indooroopilly, so down your direction. Just to give you a bit of an idea who we are before I get into it all, as we sort of briefly mentioned over the phone, mate. So Pacific Toyota, so we're up here in Cairns, obviously. I'm at a bigger of the 2 yards up here at 235 Mulgrave Road. You can see all our Toyota Lexus showrooms up the hill there, all our service departments down the road. And as you can see, mate, we are absolutely jam-packed here at the moment. So we turn through a little bit over 250 cars every month, making us the second largest pre-owned yard for Toyota in all of Australia and the biggest on the eastern seaboard. So sending them around to Brisbane is an absolute piece of cake. We have 4 or 5 trucks that come every week, making it about 80 to 100 cars every month between us and Brisbane. So it's an absolute piece of cake. All our cars, they've got to have full service history. You'll get all the roadworthy certificates, all the PPSR security reports, so we don't touch anything that's been written off, flood damage, hail damage, any of that kind of stuff. They're all drive away as well, so all your stamp duties, rego, everything is all included in that $25,990 as well. As you can see, no chips or damage or anything to the windscreen there either. Looking very, very tidy across there. I've just noticed one tiny little chip up the very, very top there. I'm sure we could potentially get that gelled if it's a concern. But again, like I said, that's the whole idea of this video, just to take you through in as much detail as we can. So, as you can see through the bonnet, incredibly tidy across there. One tiny little, very sort of faint little stone chips like that. And another one just further up, just there as well. Otherwise, very, very tidy down here. Mate, for a 2018, you would never know it. Just about looks like it's come out of the showroom floor. So a couple, again, just tiny little stone chips across the front there. Those really minor sort of ones. Now, if they're a concern, getting them touched up is always something we can potentially look at as well. All that kind of stuff. So all questions that we can ask for you. Obviously, being the premium, we've got these beautiful chrome and so the black and silver alloy wheels here too. So that one looks like it's in really good condition. Can't see any marks on there. And I just wanted to tilt these wheels out for you too, so you can see yourself with the treads. So the indicator's just on the inside there. So it's easily about 70% left on those guys. So absolutely stacks of tread left in there for you. As you can see in behind, through the suspension and through the wishbones and everything as well. Looking very tidy through the inside there. Very clean. Okay, just a little tiny stone chip just there. Otherwise, very clean across the rest of the front. One little chip just in the actual chrome. Another little one down there. Just those common ones that you always get across the front of the car, especially once you start doing some highway miles. Again, a couple little ones. Another little one there, same thing. Otherwise, the paintwork itself, incredibly tidy. Down to the passenger side rim now as well. Again, tiny little bit of gutter ash just there. That's just a little bit of dirt on the edge of the rim. And again, once more, absolutely stacks of tread on all these tyres for you. Just one more look through the passenger side. And find that. Otherwise, as we come down, mate, very tidy through the rest of the paintwork. So being the premium, again, you've got all the keyless features. So we've got the lock. You simply put your finger on the end there. It's going to lock the car like so. As soon as you put your fingers on the inside like that, it's now unlocked it as well. So the keys have obviously got to be in proximity of those doors to be able to do it. Tiny little bit of wear there. Otherwise, obviously electric windows the whole way around. You got all the genuine Subaru floor mats as well. All that kind of stuff we just leave in the car for you. Got your build plate down the bottom there for you too. Some little tiny bits of scuffing on that plastic, just from people obviously catching their boots, jumping in and out, all those sort of things. All your manuals, all your books, service history, everything's all on the inside here. So like I said, was a private owner down your end of the state. I'm just going to skip to the services. Absolutely stacks of services here. Every single service done through Subaru. So the first original one at 2,000 kilometers, a little complimentary one that they do. Here we go. So first service, 2019, start of the year, 9,000 kilometers at Subaru. We got 2019 halfway through the year at 15,000. This is all through the same dealer. 2020, 22,000. 2020 at the end of the year at 27,000. 2021 at 35. 2021 at 48. 2022 halfway through the year at 55,000. 2022 at the end of the year at 67. 2023 halfway through 76. 2023 at the end 85. 2024 so this year in March at 93,000 kilometers, and then Pacific Hino, that's us. So when they come in, if they're due for a service, we get them done. So it was first got serviced through our workshop at 94,000 kilometers, so it won't be due again until about 106 or January next year. So that is full service history. You cannot argue with that. So like I said, we're very, very particular about the cars that we do get. You obviously got electric adjustments, height adjustments, everything as well. The backrest there too, all on the passenger side. As we come down the rest of this side, looking very, very tidy through here. Again, you got a blue, beautiful black with the white stitching. Child locks on the rear doors here too. Tiny little marks on the plastic, nothing too crazy though. Okay, like I said, you got the floor mats all on the inside here as well. Trying to get my fingers under there. There you go. Like I said, all that kind of stuff we just leave on the inside here. We've got dual USBs for the guys in the back. Aircon vents there too. All the storage obviously along the back of the seats there. Very tidy up through the inside. Tiny little scratch just there. Very faint though. Now you've got a 60-40 split for these seats. So you've got a little button just up there that's going to drop these guys down, giving you a flat access into the back there too. That's obviously just the privacy screen. I'll show you how that all works in a second. You've got 1, 2, 3 child anchor points across these seats as well. And we've got a little argument separator in the middle there as well. So the cup holders and that. But even through the roof, very tidy. You've got these awesome roof racks at the top here. So they're actually hidden away. So I can't do it with one hand, but basically that actually pops out, comes over and connects into this side, and this does it as well. So that's the pivot. And these are actually roof racks. So they'll come across, that'll come across here, and you actually end up with roof racks as well. So awesome little feature. Now that is not actually window tint on the windows, that is just privacy glass in the back. So we can have the window tinting done indoors, you still get sunburn and everything through it. Just down to those rear wheels for you too, that one's looking very tidy. Tiny couple little marks on the inside on the center, but nothing too bad at all. And again, absolutely stacks of tread left on those guys. One tiny little scratch just there in the plastic. Now we've got 2 genuine Subaru keys with this as well. So we've got the central locking and obviously the boot release. So being the premium, you simply hold that one down. It's going to open up that boot for you. So it does it on both keys there too. So you can then open and close it from that little button there too. Pretty tidy along the inside there. Not too bad through all the jams as well. A couple of faint little sort of marks in there, not really scratches. So underneath here, you've got this nice big solid board. So this actually comes out for starters. So that's all nice and solid. So if you ever do find yourself on the side of the road trying to change the tyre, you can go and put that next to the tyre and give you a nice hard platform to work off that isn't the bitumen on the ground or anything like that. So real handy one for those. Also got the hook in there as well. So basically when that sits into place, Subaru, pretty clever with this. So put that into place, that hook then holds it up in like that, so it gives you access into this spare tyre. So we've got the jacks, we've got the tools. Look at that camera so you can see. Pretty much brand new wheel there as well. Doesn't look like it's ever been used either. So all that on the inside. That simply just goes back down, like so. So you've got tie down points all through the back here. We've got 4 of those, so 2 on either side. Like I said, you've got 1, 2, 3 child anchor points on the back of those seats. We've got a little privacy separator here as well, so this just comes out, clicks into place like so. If you don't like it, they simply pop out of there and you can keep it at home or whatever the case is. Otherwise, that just folds up like so and tucks into there. Now, cool little thing about these Outbacks as well, being the premium, you've got the access to be able to drop these seats. So you pull that little lever, drops that seat down. Same thing on this side, drops those seats for you. So if you're ever at the back trying to get big stuff into the back here as well, you can drop those seats from the rear as well. It's very cool. So you simply push that one, close him up. Very tidy across the back here too. That's just obviously little bits of water. Joys being in the far north Queensland. Now, I know this video is dragging on a little bit, but I just wanted to show you as much as we possibly could. So you've got obviously the tow bar with the 7-pin flat plug there for you as well. Try and get that camera up underneath so you can see yourself. Super tidy all through the inside. Fuel releases obviously on this side here too. And exceptionally tidy all across the back of the car. You can see we've got, again, like I said, all the child locks and everything here too. Pop that back up into place, and then these just click up like that. And again, all the floor mats, everything all included for you too. Very tidy car, that is for sure. Finally, just down the driver's side there for you. Tidy, pretty tidy, pretty tidy. So the same keyless entries there, little tiny little mark there. Again, a couple of little marks on the entrance just from people's shoes and that. Fuel release just there. Genuine Subaru mat, that's just my footprints there. So again, electric adjustments, lumbar support, everything for the driver. Yeah, the master controls all up on here as well. So we've got all the window controls, central locking, window locks. You can actually lock those mirrors coming in and out, and left to the right side, and you just adjust that for the mirrors controls. We've got a his and a her setting for the electric adjustment, so you can put your setting, save them as that, your partner's setting as the second, so that every time you jump in, you're not sitting there feeling around trying to get the exact right point. Bonnet release is just underneath like that. We got the dimmers, we got the memory, so if you've got a really short garage at home, you can adjust how high that boot actually opens for you. You can turn on and off all the rear parking sensors. You can control the boot from here, so if you're doing airport runs, school runs, or anything like that, you can open and close the boot from up here. Traction control, auto start stop, so when you come to a stop at the traffic lights, the car will actually shut off, saving you some fuel. As soon as you release pressure off the brake, it then starts back up and turns the car back on for you. Your lane departure, forward collision, all that kind of stuff you can turn on and off from here. Foot on the brake to start it. As soon as you've got enough pressure, it goes green. So as long as the keys are in the car, that'll start up. No engine lights, no dash lights or anything like that. 94,984 kilometers, about a quarter tank of fuel, but I'm sure we could probably sneak a little bit in there for you as well. I'll try and get through as much as I possibly can. You've got a whole bunch of different little menus on the inside there that you can navigate between, all your different little settings, and everything on the inside as well. Control from these little set bottoms down the bottom there. So we got that. We've got the menus, we've got your trip meters, digital speedos, everything as well. And if you hold that down, it actually gets you into your settings side of things. Like so. There you go. So you can go between your clocks, default settings, vehicle settings, eyesights, everything like that. All controlled from down the bottom there too. We've got little paddle shifts, so you can go shift the gears down, shift the gears up from the steering wheel itself while you're driving in the manual mode. We've got your volume controls up on the left, so jump between radio stations, your AM, FM, Bluetooth, all that kind of stuff. Your MySpeak, your volume controls, answer and hang up the phones. Those little buttons that I was talking about just there. We've got a sports mode, normal mode as well. So that basically, as you can see, when we jump out of this, back. Cool. So when we jump out of this, put it into drive, and you then got SI drive, so that's the basic one, and then the S sports mode gives you the shows you the accelerator pattern there as well, so makes it a lot more sensitive while you're driving. Adaptive cruise control all from up here, so as long as your cruise control's on with that one, you got your lane departure there, cruise control, and you can navigate between your different settings, so depending on how close you want to sit to the car in front of you, all adjusted from the right hand side here too. Headlights have got automatic settings, your wipers have got automatic settings, so you've never got to touch another lever in your life. Little reverse cameras all around the joint as well, so being the premium, as soon as you pop it into reverse, we've got the one obviously at the back there, and we've got a mirror, we've got the camera under the passenger side there as well, so when you're doing parallel parking or anything like that, it gives you that camera to be able to visualize that there too. If we put it back into park, there's actually a little button down here that lets us go between all those different little cameras as well. So that little one there, so at any stage, even if you're just sitting there, you can navigate between the cameras there too. Home button at the top or otherwise on the side there, so we've got massive big buttons, nice and easy to use while you're driving or anything like that. AM, FM radio, all the your Bluetooth, like your CD players, all that kind of stuff, your phone calls, sat nav, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, and all your personalization settings, everything through there too. We've got the heated seats, which is probably a bit better for you guys down south, not so much for us up here. You've got dual climate control as well, so temperature on the left and the right, totally independent. All the aircon controls through there. USBs, accessory plugs and everything down the bottom there as well for the Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. You can obviously close that up so it's nice and neat and tucked away. We got obviously your park straight down to your drive, the manual gear there as well using those shifters. Otherwise just back to your normal drive. We've got an electronic handbrake here too. So as soon as you put your foot on the brake, obviously down in drive at the moment, so we're going to have that pushed in to release it and pull it back up to engage it as well. We've got the downhill descents, we've got X mode for any off-road driving that you're doing, adjustable cup holders through the middle, bunch of storage through there, bunch of coins through there. We've got adjustable seat belts, we've got the drop-down handles the whole way around, including the driver's side, a couple of mirrors and lights on the inside, we've got the sunroof at the top, so you simply open it up with that one, and then obviously close it up as well. You'd have to use this one to close it, and that's him, so all working perfectly for you. Sunny holders at the top, we've got a little notification there telling us which kid we've got to yell at for who's not wearing their seatbelt. Again, another mirror and lights on the back side there. Obviously, like I said, not due for another service, about 106,000 Ks. That is pretty much everything on the inside here, I think. I did put the bonnet though, so I just want to quickly show you under there before we finish up. So that's beeping because I got the keys in my pocket, just to let you know, so you don't forget to turn it off. So being the premium, everything's up on struts for you. Super tidy, very quiet, little 2.5 litre 4-cylinder motor, incredibly clean through the inside here as you can see. Obviously just had a service through us as well. The battery through everything as well. Very tidy on the inside there. So I made that. And of course, the reason I wanted to leave that on, you get these beautiful daytime running lights as well. So as soon as the car's on, they'll turn on for you. So they're a safety feature, but they look awesome too. So, mate, that is absolutely everything. Thank you so much again for your inquiry, Rodney. Sorry it dragged on a little bit, but yeah, mate, can't wait to hear feedback soon, because as the cheapest in Queensland, yeah, definitely not going to last long.